So guys, after living in 2 different vans, my first one breaking after just 4 months, and then a borrowed van, I finally have my own customized van that my partner and I built out, and I'm super excited to show you guys. It's a Toyota Hiace, super reliable van, and my dream van. So let me show you the inside. Lavender. I've named her after one of my favorite essential oils, or I guess favorite scent. This is technically day 2 working on my van. The first day I polished it with a friend. There was actually quite a bit of rust all around the car. It's my day off, and so I'm gonna spend the day fixing the rust on the roof, which is really bad. As you can see, I need to basically sand that all off and paint it and seal it. And also there's a bit of rust on the inside of the van, but none of my friends are available, so I'm doing this all by myself today. I've got what I think is all the materials, I hope, and I'll just be watching a lot of YouTube figuring this out. Now is I'm grinding down and uncovering all the rust spots, and once I do that I can add a rust converter on it, and then it should stop it from rusting. And then I'll paint it all, because obviously this looks like absolute crap. And yeah, you can tell there's been a lot of rust on this van, so I've been at this for like 7 hours. It doesn't really look pretty, but it will look pretty, I hope. So a huge thing that I spent a lot of time to make sure I was able to do this was I wanted the walls of my van to be painted with acrylic, because in my first van I was painting all the walls, and it was basically like I'd meet friends and I'd ask them to paint a design in the van, and it would turn into a van full of memories. And I wanted to do that again, but I wanted to do it properly. So, painted the van accidentally yellow. Really don't like it, so I'm going to paint it purple now. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I've nothing else to say, I just hate it. What's wrong with yellow? I hate it. I actually hate it. I hate it. Oh, now I need to redo it, because I hate it. It's gonna be my home, like I have to like it in here. Okay, so didn't like the color yellow, but also realized that this paint is all coming off. Like you can just scrape it all off on your fingers. Caution, don't use sealing paint on your car, it doesn't stick. So I've returned the paint, and they've given me a big thing of acetone, so now we have to, Ryan's gonna help me, and we're gonna wash off all this paint and repaint it. And now we're...
Repaint it yellow?
Yeah, repaint it yellow. That's what I want to do. I love yellow. Yellow submarine. I worked really hard, and I was able to find a baby purple acrylic paint that we actually painted the van walls with. That's what makes this van cool, because it becomes like an ongoing art project, and basically like I've just started here, but the idea is this whole van will be painted with artworks made by my friends, and anytime I'm bored I can just paint everywhere, and it just turns into a van full of memories. So we have started making the bed frame and drawers. So as you can see, we have put down some flooring and made some partitions. There's going to be a big clothing drawer here, and then out this way towards the side of the van, making 2 drawers that will actually pull out and will be my kitchen. For starters, I wanted the bed to be at the back. I've noticed in so many vans they put the bed up here and it makes no sense to me because then they crowd all their stuff in the back. So I wanted to have a lot of space and headroom. So I've got my van in here with lots of headroom, and I got this whole back end here. I can come and just chill and relax and meet people and talk to people. So that was a huge part of just the first design of this van, was just having sitting space and the bed at the back. It was so important for me. And then also storage. I find so many vans don't have much storage. So now I might just not have that many clothes. I'm not really sure, but this is my clothing drawer, which a lot. My clothes are mostly in the laundry at the moment, but this whole drawer fits all of my clothes and it works really well. It's super heavy duty. This is probably my favorite side. Built this kitchen here under the bed. So this pulls out, and this is basically for storage. You got food and stuff in here, and then it's got a sliding chopping board. This is actually, it was quite expensive, but this is a chopping board. And the idea behind this was, if you are chopping vegetables and you want to get something from the inside of here, you could just slide it, pull something out, slide it. I don't know, I thought that was very creative. And then this side is the stove. So this pops out. So yeah, you can do the cooking here. There's a little compartment here for like silverware and cutting boards and all that stuff in here. So this for the spices. It's actually pretty nifty. It really works very well. Spices, pots and pans, bowls, gas bottles here. Yeah, works super well.
So it's actually working. Still need to add some to the top. It's not really easy though. And by mistake we made it not quite even, but it actually works out for our benefit because you can slam it and it stops itself.
And this is Ryan's first time making sliders, so he's so excited. So we made all these by ourselves using skateboard bearings to cut costs, and then I don't know, you should probably explain better than me.
Hey? Yeah, so instead of getting
sliders?
the drawer sliders from Bunnings,
Which costs
this size would be $160 each. Yeah, we made our own. There was skateboard bearings, nuts, bolts, and some square steel.
So it cost us like half the price. A bit of a headache to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
But
And you could make it even cheaper getting the bearings online. We just supported a local skate shop.
yeah. And this is what we did for the next few hours. First, this van had roof racks on it, but a big thing about vans is the weight, and the weight makes you lose a lot of money in gas. So the more weight you have, the more money you end up spending. So I removed the roof racks and put the awning directly on like the actual van, and same with my solar panels. So today we have found a spot just on the back side of Bunnings, which is perfect because that is where you get all the construction stuff needed to build the van. Our usual spot is under construction, or the road is closed, so yeah, hopefully gonna finish the bed today.
cut some holes and I'll cut some more holes on the side to save on weight. Now I'm just sanding and cleaning it up to varnish it.
Yeah.
To help preserve it a bit longer.
So that I don't waste so much on fuel.
What you doing?
I'm adding an oil to the drawers so that it seals it and has a nice color. Instead of just plywood. So we cut out all these little circles in here to try to eliminate weight in the van because there's a lot of ply in here, and we use 17mm ply for the bed. So it makes it look kind of cool designed, but it's just for weight so that don't use so much gas. And yeah, almost there. Just gotta finish varnishing everything. We put some insulation up here, put solar panels up on the roof. It's bloody hot though. Yeah. Got all this solar.
Heaps of solar.
Lots of solar. Gotta have lots of power. I've got cabinets in here that we built out to put my camera gear, and this latches here. Super important to have anything bungeeing down or clipped because when you're in a van things move. So this is like that, and there's two of them. Got another one back here. The big intention behind this cabinet was actually to have a piano in here, like a keyboard. I used to play piano, actually played piano for like 14 years of my life. And I was really good as a child, but I haven't played since I was 18 and I'm 27 now, so I don't really remember much how to play piano, just muscle memory. So the intention behind building this was literally to put a piano here. Don't have the piano yet, but hopefully it'll come. So we were working outside in the rain behind Bunnings to be close to all the supplies, and then this lovely woman came and offered us to work in her shed. She said she's watching us yesterday and was like, don't want us to work in the rain. So now we've got this whole space with power to finish up the woodwork.
What's made?
Yeah. So what are you doing now?
I'm just building a floating cupboard. It's going to hang off the side here. Winging it.
Winging it. On this side, I'm super proud of this because I actually built this entirely by myself. That's why it's probably not very perfect, but yeah. It was meant to be for holding water, but I kind of messed up because this area was meant to hold water jugs, but it's a bit too small. But anyways, it's cool. I use it now for like vegetables. It's got this open compartment here. It opens up, again bungeeing down. Got a bunch of stuff in here. And then under here was meant for my shoes, which I have a little rope strap here to keep the shoes from flying out. This is so far where we've gotten. I built this yesterday, this little shelf. I'm going to put some shoes in water, and right now I'm working on this drop down table. I'm going to just come down from here and rest on this shelf so I can do some work. And then here I've got actually a chalkboard table, which I was super excited about. One of my jobs, they had leftover chalk paint, so I thought, oh, how cool would it be to just have a chalkboard in your van. So I've got this, keep up on things I want to get done, and it drops down, so I have a drop down table. And then wherever I am, I can work on my laptop with a beautiful view and sit back, have some privacy. Other part of the design of this bed, at least, was I actually designed it to fit my small suitcase in here. So there's a perfect little compartment just in here that fits my suitcase. This is for like laundry. This is super cool. I actually have light switches, which I don't know if it's really needed, but it makes it look really fancy. So got a switch here, actually for fairy lights. The real advantage behind having switches is for safety. In my first van, I had fairy lights with like the batteries hanging out of it, and I don't know what happened one time, but it heated up and nearly caught on fire and burned my friend. So that's not going to happen when you have switches, because you have a fuse set up so it won't cause any issues. So yeah, got these switches. This is for lights, for fairy lights. This one's for the fridge. And that's that really. Thanks guys for tuning in to my van building adventure. It was such a big learning curve and taught me so much about cutting costs, what materials are actually needed, best ways to go about building the different components, and so much more. And all thanks to YouTube tutorials, by the way. It may have not been easy, but we got there in the end, and I'm super proud of her. And I'm also super thankful to Ryan for all the help he put into this van. Make sure you check out our other YouTube channel about all our sailing adventures on Once Upon a Reef, and also our sailing love story if you'd like to see the video of how we met. Anyways, see you guys next time.